Hello and welcome to High Ground Gaming. This is Eric. Today we're going to play Game 4 of Larry Bird's rookie season, 1979-1980, with the Boston Celtics. A game against the Washington Bullets. In the last video we looked at Larry Bird's stats for the first 3 games. So if you'd like to check that out, check that out. He's performing about as we'd expect. So stats are really accurate so far, it seems. So without further ado, let's get this game underway. Again, we're facing the Washington Bullets here. Couple of Hall of Famers here. Elvin Hayes, the one I actually had, might be 3 Hall of Famers possibly, or more. I think 3 possibly. Greg Ballard, I think maybe a Hall of Famer. I'm not sure. I know it's a name I've heard of. And one that I hadn't heard of, Wes Unseld. I hadn't heard of him, but he's a Hall of Fame basketball player too, from the Washington Bullets. I believe 4 out of the 5, if not all 5. Or maybe not, maybe 3 out of the 5 anyway, were part of the 77-78 Washington Bullets championship team. So a good team. So the Celtics have their work cut out for them here. They did actually win this game in real life to go 1-4. We're currently 1-2. I mean, to go 4-0. We're currently 1-2, as you can see here. So we've had our trouble so far. We split it. Our one win came at home in our last game against the Cleveland Cavaliers, and we lost one game to Cleveland. I can't remember the other team that we played. I think it might have been the Detroit Pistons, possibly. But I could be wrong on that one. Could be mixing that up with another season replay I have going. But anyway, so the Celtics 1-2. So let's get to the starting lineups for the visiting Washington Bullets. As we said, Wes Unseld is at center. Elvin Hayes, the power forward. Greg Ballard at forward. Kevin Greavy at guard, which I saw, and he has a restaurant open up. He and his wife opened up a restaurant called Greavy's. I think that's how it's pronounced. Larry Wright at point guard. And for the hometown Boston Celtics, Dave Cowens at center. Cedric Maxwell at power forward. Larry Bird at forward. Chris Ford at guard. And Nate Tardy Archibald at point guard. And I decided I can interchange Larry Bird and Maxwell at forward and power forward, but it just gives me a better feel with Maxwell at power forward there. I don't know. And Larry Bird at forward. So anyway, I played a little bit of Larry Ford at power forward, I think, and maybe one of the games. But I think this is definitely the combination I want to go with, at least for now. So all right. So without further ado, let's get this game underway. So inbound. So here's the tip. Actually, it must have been tip must have occurred already, and the Celtics must have gotten the ball out of bounds. Just coming off of a saved game I had. I saved all the stats. I mean the opening time and everything there, and because I didn't want to play it last night because I was getting kind of late. So anyway, so the tip-off must have already occurred, and the Celtics got the ball on the tip-off out of bounds. So, all right, so Celtics with the ball now. It's going to go to Maxwell. And Maxwell will immediately be fouled, it looks like. So, the foul is going to go against. Looks like. And again, I'm going by the highlighted fouls here. I see he has a higher one here, and but I'm going by most likely who it is to cover him. So defensive high on the 2 that are highlighted is going to be Elvin Hayes because it doesn't meet the 72 here, so I'll go with this one. So Elvin Hayes will go to the line and will be commit the foul, and Maxwell will go to the line and shoot 2. He's a 79% free throw shooter. The first one's going to be good. And the second one's going to be off the mark. Rebound is going to go to Unseld. And he'll pass it. pass it over to Ballard.
Pull up for the jump shot.
And that jump shot is going to be off the mark. Wright will come down with the rebound for Washington. And he's going to be fouled on the play. And it looks like it's going to be Collins with the foul. So Wright will go to the line to shoot 2. He's an 89% free throw shooter. Very good free throw shooter. First one will be good. And the second one also good. So Washington takes a 2-1 lead after Wright makes both the free throws. Lower the volume there a little bit. Alright. So Celtics inbound it. It's going to be over to Bird. Bird with his first possession of the game. And it's going to be he's going to put up a 2. And he can't get that one to fall because of the great defense by Greavy.
What a defensive play!
Still a little bit loud over there. There we go. Try that. Alrighty, so Ballard will come down with the rebound for the Bullets. And he'll pass it up to Wright. Archibald on the coverage.
Driving in!
And he'll drive in with a 2. And it'll be good.
He'll stick it.
So 4-1 Bullets lead. And that'll be an assist to Hayes. So Celtics down by 3, inbound it. Get it over to Archibald. Archibald will shoot a 3.
Beyond the arc.
And it'll be good. So Tiny Archibald with a 3-pointer ties the game at 4. Bullets inbound it. Over to Greavy.
Pull up for the jump shot.
Greavy shoots the jumper, and that'll be blocked by Ford.
That basketball will never be the same.
And Bird will come down with the rebound. Celtics on the fast break over to Ford. And Ford is going to be fouled. And it's going to be a foul on Ballard, his first. Second team foul. So he'll go to the line and shoot 2 as he is in active shooting. First shot, 75% free throw shooter is Chris Ford. First one good. And he makes both of them. So Celtics take their first lead, 6-4. Well, besides the 1-0 lead. Take a 6-4 lead. So Washington inbound it over to Wright. And he's going to be fouled. A lot of early fouls here. And that is going to be on Collins with his second. So Wright will go to the line to shoot 2. He's 2 for 2 so far. First one is going to be good. And we're going to make a substitution. We'll be right back. All right, so Collins checks out at center, and Rick Roby will check in. Collins with 2 quick fouls within the first 2 minutes of the game. So Roby takes his place, and Wright will shoot his second free throw. Made the first one, and this one's just going to be in and out. And Roby, just in the game, will come down with the rebound. And he'll pass it over. Actually, it'll end up back to him. Got to get in basketball mode here and watch what I need to watch here on both cards. So that's going to be over. So Roby will shoot a 2-pointer.
The post play.
And that's going to be off the mark as Unseld comes up with great defense. And Ballard will come down with the rebound. And he'll pass it over to... Trying to find somebody open. And Archibald's going to end up with a steal. So Bullets get back quickly. Prevent the Celtics' fast break. And it's going to be over to Ford. Ford will shoot a 2. And that will miss. And Hayes will come down with the rebound. Celtics back. And Hayes becomes open. It's over to him.
Driving in!
He'll shoot a 2, and that's going to be off the mark as the Celtics have momentum here. Let's see here. So the shot will be off the mark, but he will draw the foul. Yeah, that's how you read that one. Okay. And let's see who the foul is going to be on. It's going to be on Ford, his first, third team foul. So he's in active shooting, so he'll go to the line and shoot 2. And first one will be 70% free throw shooter. First one's good. And he'll make both of them. So Washington retakes the lead 7-6. The Celtics will inbound it, down 1. And it's over to Bird. Bird with the ball.
The jumper on the baseline.
That'll be off the mark. Unseld with the rebound. Celtics back. Over to Greavy.
Pull up for the jump shot.
And great defense by Ford. Forces the miss. Bird comes down with the board. And he's going to give a great pass over to Archibald. And that'll be good. So Archibald now with 5 points. Bird with his first assist. And we're going to take a time, make some substitutions here. We'll be right back. All right, we're back, and Porter is in at point guard for the Bullets, and ML Carr in for Chris Ford at shooting guard. All right. Sure, I know where I'm at. I think I... Yep, okay. So the Bullets inbound it. Get it over to Greavy. Greavy with the shot.
Pull up for the jump shot.
And that's going to be off the mark. Actually, I should have called timeout. And Celtics cannot get the rebound. Instead, it's going to go to Ballard. And Ballard's going to be fouled. And it looks like it's going to be again on, oh, it's going to be on Roby. So he'll go to the line to shoot 2. And they're going to call a timeout. So I killed the Celtics momentum there. So Ballard, a 75% free throw shooter. He'll shoot 2. And first one will miss. And the second one will be good. So he's 1 for 2 from the line. And it's an 8-8 game now. As the Celtics inbound it. Let's move over a little bit. Alright, so ball over to Roby. And he'll turn it over.
Turnover.
So Washington ball. Over to get it over to Porter. Fresh in the game. He'll shoot a 2. And that will be off the mark. Unseld with the rebound. And he'll shoot it too. And that'll be good. Unseld with his first points of the game. Washington up 10-8. Celtics push it up. Over to Archibald.
Here's a runner on the wing.
And Unseld with great defense there. Forces the miss. And he'll come down with the board. He'll pass it. Oh, Bird with the steal. Celtics on the fast break over to Archibald. And that is going to miss. Celtics unable to convert on the fast break. Unseld with the rebound. Celtics back. Over to Hayes.
Steps into a jumper.
And that will be in and out. As Greavy comes down with the offensive board. Puts it back up. And that'll be missed, but that'd be a miss, but he'd be fouled. And the foul is going to be on ML Carr, his first. Celtics in the penalty now. So from here on out, in the first quarter, the Bullets will go to the line on any foul, defensive foul. Actually, any offensive foul too, I think. Offensive foul or defensive foul by the Celtics. I think that's how it works, yeah. Alright, so Greavy to the line, 87% free throw shooter. He's 0 for 1 from the line so far. And first shot is good. Oh, actually, 1 for 1. That was his attempt right there. So 1 for 1. Second shot. And that'll be good also. Makes both of them, and Bullets are up by 4. Celtics inbound it. And Hayes is going to be called for the foul. His second personal. And we'll be right back. Alright, we're back as Ballard moves over to power forward. Greavy to forward, small forward. And Phil Chenier in at guard, shooting guard. And Hayes is out for now. Picking up his second personal. So Celtics inbound it. Over to Maxwell.
He goes straight to the glass.
And that'll be good.
He buries that shot.
Credit the assist to Carr. And Celtics now trail 12-10. Bullets inbound it. Get it over to Porter. And that shot will be off the mark. Maxwell with the board. Having trouble getting it to somebody. Finally, card comes open. They get it to him. He'll shoot a 3. And that'll be good. So Celtics with their second 3-point field goal. And now take the lead 13-12. So Celtics hitting the 3-pointer early on. Be a good sign for them. So they inbound it to get it over to Chenier.
Line drive jumper.
And his jumper will be off for Mark. Offensive board though by Unseld. And he'll pass it over to Porter. And he'll give a great pass over to Greavy. Greavy will score the 2. So credit Porter with the rebound. With the assist. And we'll be right back after some substitutions. Alright, so Gus Bailey will check in at forward. Greg Ballard move over to power forward. Celtics inbound it, down by 1 now. And it's going to be a steal by Porter.
What a steal!
Celtics get back. It's going to be over to Porter, but Roby will be called for his second personal. So Porter will go to the line and shoot 2. He's an 80% free throw shooter. First one will be a miss. Second one will be good. So 1 for 2 from the line. Washington now up by 2. Celtics inbound it, and it's going to go over to Carr.
The jumper on the baseline.
And that'll be good. So score tied at 15 as Bird gets the assist. And we're going to have Roby play safe. Collins and Roby both have 2 personals, so we'll leave Roby in. Play safe with 2. So 5 minutes and 12 seconds left in the first quarter, tied at 15. Washington inbounds it. Archibald almost gets the hand on it, but is not able to. And Ballard will shoot a 2.
The drive to the basket.
And that is going to be off the mark. Roby with the rebound. And it's going to be over to Maxwell on the fast break. And his shot will be good. So Celtics back on top by 2. Archibald with the assist. Get it over to Unseld. Unseld with a great pass. Over to Chenier. And Chenier's bucket is good. So Chenier with his first points of the game. Unseld with his first assist. We're tied again at 17. Celtics get it to Bird. Bird's shot is going to be, in and out. Thought that one was going to go in, but it trickled out at the last second. Got halfway down and came back out. And Chenier with the board. Looking for the open man. Gets it over to Porter. Porter with the shot.
Line drive jumper.
And his shot will be off the mark. Roby comes down with the board. As Washington gets back quickly. And Celtics are going to turn it over. Carr turns it over. So Washington ball. Over to Ballard.
Driving in.
And great defense by Maxwell.
What a defensive play!
As Carr comes down with the defensive board. He'll get it over to Archibald. Archibald with a great pass over to Maxwell, and his shot is good. So Maxwell now leads the Celtics with 7 points. Archibald with his second assist. So Bullets inbounded, down by 2. Get it over to Chenier. Chenier will be fouled. And it's going to be called on... I assume it's not going to be on him because he's playing safe. So we're going to go with it since he's highlighted 2 in green. So we're going to give it to Carr. Actually, you know what? I guess he can still get a foul, even though it would say if he's playing safe, it doesn't occur. So he is going to commit his 3rd foul, because it can happen. So Roby down with 3 personal fouls. So Chenier will go to the line and shoot 2. 76% free throw shooter. First one is going to miss. And we'll be right back. So Eric Fernstein will check in early with both Roby and Cowens in early foul trouble. So Chenier shoots his 2nd free throw. And that will be off the mark too. So he misses. He missed both? I think he missed both on that one. It misses both. Archibald with the board. Gets it over. Comes around and gets it back Comes back around to Archibald. He's going to give a great pass over to Bird. Bird's shot will be good. So Bird with his first points of the game. Archibald with his third assist already. Celtics now have a 4-point lead as we near the 3-minute mark of the first quarter. So get it over to Chenier. Chenier will shoot 2. And cannot get that one to go. Bird with the board. And Bird with the ball still. And
The post play.
And his shot will be off the mark. Bird and Bailey battling for the rebound. Bailey comes out with it. Celtics get back quickly. Get it over to Unseld. And it's going to be a steal by Carr. Over to Fernstein, just in the game. And he'll take a shot. Oh, no, it's going to be a turnover, actually.
That is a travel.
It's a turnover by Fernstein. So it'll be Washington ball. And we'll be right back. Alright, so a bunch of substitutions for both teams. Hayes is in at power forward. He'll play safe. Celtics with just Maxwell and Ford in as starters. Fernstein, Judkins, and Henderson in from off the bench. Even though Judkins and Henderson in this last wave of substitutions. So David Corzine in at center for the Bullets. Gus Bailey in at forward. I think Fagley in at guard. I think those are the only substitutions there. So it'll be Bullets ball, down by 4, with 2 minutes and 24 seconds left in the first quarter. Having trouble inbounding it. Finally get it over to Fagley. Fagley will shoot a 2. And let's see what happens here. All kinds of stuff here. So they do have momentum, so it's going to be a great defense by Ford. And Hayes will come down with the offensive board. And he'll put it back up. And that jumper will be good.
That was sick, wicked, and nasty.
Hayes now with 4 points. And it's a 2-point Celtics lead and the ball. Get it over to Henderson. Henderson will shoot a 2. And that can't get that one to fall. But he'll come back down with his own board. And he'll be fouled. So it's going to be an offensive flagrant foul, though. As this almost makes it, but not quite. So it's going to be foul on Henderson, his personal. So yeah, so the offensive fouls are not shooting fouls, even though they're in the penalty. Point taken. So Washington inbounds it. And over to Bailey. Bailey with a great pass. Over to Porter. And it'll be good. So Bailey with the assist. Porter now has 3 points. And he'll tie the game at 21. So get it. Let's see. Try to get the French side. It's not open though. Neither is Ford. Finally, Judkins. No, Judkins can't get open either. It's going to be a forced shot. And they get it over to Henderson. Henderson with the forced shot as the shot clock is running out.
Line drive jumper.
Oh, and that'll be in and out. Can't get that on the fall, but he's going to be fouled on the play.
Draws the foul.
And this time it is going to be on Porter. He will get the foul. Porter is claiming it was an offensive foul, but referee thinks differently. So Henderson will go to the line and shoot 2. 69% free throw shooter. First one will miss. And he'll miss both of them. Wow, so 0 for 2 from the line is Henderson. As Porter comes down with the rebound. Pass it over to Corazon as we near the 1 minute mark of the first quarter. And Corazon will shoot a 2. And that will miss. But it looks like he's going to draw the foul.
Draws the foul.
And it's going to be on Judkins. So Corazon will go to the line and shoot 2. A 66% free throw shooter. So that will... First free throw is good, so that will give Washington the lead. And second one will miss, though. Maxwell will come down with the board. Gets it over to... comes back around to Maxwell, actually. And that will be... No, doesn't say anything about safe, so his defense is still good. So, great defense by Hayes, being very careful not to foul. And he'll come down with the board. Fast break pass over to Porter. And he's going to be fouled on the play. So, center 10. So, it's going to be a foul on Fernstein, his first personal. So, Porter will go to the line and shoot 2. 1 for 2 so far. First one's good. And he'll make both. And Washington now with a 3-point lead as we near the end of the first quarter. Celtics inbound it. And having trouble getting to somebody open. And Judkins will have to... No, Judkins can't get it. It's going to be over to Ford, and he'll shoot up a 2. Quick 2. And it'll be good. That looked like it was going to come back out, but it stays.
He buries that shot.
So Celtics close the gap to 1. So Washington will be playing for the last shot here. So Hayes with great feed over to Corazon. And that'll be good, as there's still time left on the clock. Celtics are trying to get a quick bucket to answer. And it's going to be a steal by Bailey. And that'll be it. So at the end of the first quarter, Washington leads by 3, 26-23. And we'll be right back with the start of the second quarter. Alright, we're back with the start of the second quarter. In the actual game, the Celtics were ahead 26-21. So, not too far off from that. Celtics down by 3 in this one. So, Washington will inbound it. All the Celtics starters back in. And many of the... I think... all except for one of the starters are back in for the Bullets. Alright, so inbound pass to Wright. They get it to Wright. He pushes it up the floor. He's going to give a great pass over to Greavy. And Greavy will nail the basket. This is Greavy now at 6 points. Wright with his first assist. So Celtics inbound it down by 5. Get it over to Cowens back in the game, playing with 2 personal fouls. And he's going to be fouled by Unseld. So Unseld with his first personal. It's a non-shooting foul. Celtics inbound it. Give it over to Archibald. Archibald with the shot. And that'll be good.
He buries that shot.
So, Bullet lead now 3 again. Greavy gets open. They get it over to him. He'll shoot a 2. And great defense by Bird. Forced the miss. Fagley, though, with the offensive board. And he'll put it back up. Man, that's going to be a block by Ford.
Deflected.
And Maxwell will come down with the board for the Celtics. Bullets back quickly. Get it over to Bird. And Bird's going to turn it over.
A turnover.
So Larry Bird with a turnover. Washington ball up by 3. Hayes will shoot a 2. And the up and under will be no good, but he'll draw the foul.
Draws the foul.
And it's going to be a foul on Chris Ford, his second personal. So Hayes will go to the line and shoot 2. He's 2 for 2 so far. First one's good. And the second one will miss. As Ford comes down with the rebound. 1 for 2 from the line. 4-point Washington lead now. Ford passes it over to Cowens, and he's going to be fouled by Unseld. His second foul. His second foul in the second quarter also. So Celtics inbound it. And they get it over to Archibald. Archibald will shoot a 2. And he'll get that one the fall.
He buries that shot.
So Celtics now within 2. Right with the ball. He'll shoot a 2.
Steps into a jumper.
And it's going to be off the mark. Celtics have momentum. Bird with the board. Gets it over to Ford on the cross break. Ford will get it over to Cowens. Cowens will make the shot. Ford with the assist, his first. Cowens with his first points of the game. And Celtics have tied it at 29. And Washington's going to call a timeout. Try to regroup here. All right, they inbound it after the timeout. Over to Unseld. And Unseld will, nope, he'll be denied. So, oh, and Archibald's going to get the steal. Bullets back quickly. Celtics regroup. Set it up. Ford will shoot a 2, and that will be off the mark. Maxwell with the offensive board, though. And he'll pass it over to Bird. Bird will shoot a 2. And he can't get that one to fall. And Maxwell with another offensive board. He'll put it back up. And that'll be good, and he draws the foul. So Maxwell with a chance at a 3-point play. Oh, no. They're going to call the foul on him, though. So it's going to be offensive flagrant. So they'll wave the basket off. Still tied at 29. So Maxwell picks up his first personal. Wasn't too happy about that. Celtics playing some good defense. Bullets having trouble inbounding it. They get it up to Greavy. Greavy's going to have to shoot a desperation shot here. From 3-point land. And that will be way off the mark. But Wright will come down with the offensive board. Shoot. Puts it back up. Great defense by Archibald, though.
Great defense.
Let's see here. Ford comes down with the board. Bullets back quickly. Over to Cowens. Cowens will shoot a 2. And his shot will be good.
Damn.
Celtics take a 2-point lead, and we're right back. All right, Maxwell Ford out of the game. I don't think I missed a assist here. May have, though. Hold on. Alrighty, and we're back here. So that is not a assist there. Alright, so Washington Bullets inbounded, down by 2. And Archibald's going to be called for the foul. So non-shooting foul. So Washington will re-inbound it. Archibald now, that was just his first personal. Over to Wright. And Wright will shoot a 2.
Pull up for the jump shot.
Take a second to get back in the flow of things. And that's going to be a good shot by Wright.
Damn.
Chenier with the assist. So Wright with 7 points now. And tied at 31. So pass gets over to Bird. Bird will get a great feed over to Chaney just in the game. Chaney will get his first bucket. Bird with the assist. Bird now has 3 assists. So very tight game. Well played game by both teams overall. A lot of fouls though. Early on. So Washington inbounds it. Over to Chenier. No, actually they can't get it to Chenier. Can't get anyone open right now. Finally get it over to Chenier. He gets open. And he'll shoot a 2. And that'll be way off the mark. As Bird comes down with the board. He'll pass it over to Cowens. Cowens will shoot a 2. And his jumper will be off the mark. Hayes with the defensive board. He'll pass it over to Chenier. And his shot will be good, and he draw the foul. So possible three-point play for Chenier. And the foul is going to be on Cowens, his 3rd. So Cowens back in foul trouble. And the assist is going to go to Unseld. So Cowens will have to play it safe. Now with 3 fouls. So Chenier will go to the line and try to complete the 3-point play. He's 0 for 2 from the line so far. And that'll be good. So he makes the 3-point play. Washington's up by 1. Celtics inbound it. Get it over to Archibald. Archibald to shoot a 2.
Driving in.
And his shot will be good.
Oh, what a play!
No assist on the play. Celtics by 1. Get it up to Chenier. Chenier will shoot a 2. And his shot will be good.
Oh, stick it.
And lead goes back to Washington. Get it over to Archibald. Archibald will give a great pass over to Chaney. And the basket's good. So Archibald with his 4th assist. Chaney with the bucket. Celtics back on top by 1. Get it over to Chenier once again. Chenier very active in the Bullets offense here in the second quarter. And his shot will be good. Now with 9 points. Washington retakes the lead. Celtics inbound it. Try to inbound it. And Washington playing some great defense here. And forward 16, power forward. They finally get it over to Carr, but he's going to have to hurry on this one.
Here's a runner on the wing.
And his shot will be off the mark. Cannot get it to fall. But Collins will come down with the board. He'll put it back up.
He goes straight to the glass.
And his shot will be good.
Oh, what a play!
Great play by Collins there. And we'll be right back. Alrighty, so Collins playing safe still. And Ford, Judkins, Henderson, and I think Carr in for the Celtics. Ballard and Corzone in for the, I think those are substitutions for the Bullets. Celtics up by 1 as Washington inbounds it. Gets it to Chenier once again.
Line drive jumper.
And he'll put it up. And it's going to be blocked by Ford. So great block.
That Greek stuff in here.
And Judkins comes down with the board fresh in the game. Celtics set up. Over to Collins. Collins with a great pass over to Ford. Puts it back up, and it's good. So Ford now with 6 points. Collins with his first assist of the game. Celtics up by 3 now. Get it over to Chenier. We might have to start double teaming Chenier because he's getting it quite a bit.
Steps into a jumper.
And that'll be off the mark. As Carr comes down with the board. And Celtics, no, not on the fast break, so we're going to, let's see here, set up. We over to Judkins. He puts it up, and that'll be a miss. So Hayes comes down with the board. And we're going to double team. I'm going to try Chenier in the double team. See how that works. That'll make everybody else a little bit more open, but Chenier now goes down to 7, his go-to from 11 to 7, so hopefully that'll make a difference. So, it's going to be a fast break pass over to Chenier, though. And his shot will be good. And nope, it's going to be off the mark. And board will go back to Hayes. He'll just put it back up. And his shot will be good.
Got it!
So it's now a 1 point game, favor the Celtics. Over to Carr.
The jumper on the base.
Puts it up. And great defense by Hayes. And it's going to be a foul, though, on... It's going to be a... Is it a foul on Ford? No. Hold on there. I think it's going to be a foul on Chenier. Carr missed the field. Yeah. So Carr missed it. And defense, so the defensive team... I'll check offense first. So offense first. No, it's going to be on Ford. So Ford with the offensive foul. His third personal. I'll be right back. Alright, so Ford out of the game now with 3 personal fouls. Well, on the bench. Fernstein in at power forward. Carr over to small forward. Shooting guard. Let's see if we can double. No, we can't double if we're playing safe here. So, all right, we're going to take that safe off. And we're going to continue the double Chenier. No, I guess we can't right now. So we'll play safe, I guess, for now. Switch when we can. Alright, so the Bullets inbound it. It's going to be stolen by Bernstein, fresh in the game. Fast break pass over to Henderson. Puts it up. And it's going to be good. So Henderson with his first bucket of the game. Let's see if I can do this. Okay, good. So no, I can't double. I can't play safe and double team. Okay, that makes sense. Alrighty, so no assists on the play there. All right, Celtics 3-point lead to the bucket by Henderson. So they get it over the Corzone. Corzone will turn it over though. So Celtics ball. Get it over to Henderson. Henderson will shoot a 2. And that will be off the mark. Actually forced off the mark by Porter. And jump ball. So it'll be Celtics ball. And they get it over to, nope. Valley Collins gets open. And he'll give a great pass over to Henderson. Henderson with the bucket. Collins with the assist. And Celtics lead is now 5. So, why can't I call a time? Yeah, we're going to call a timeout. So Bullets call a timeout as the Celtics take a 5-point lead. 4 minutes left in till halftime. So over to Chenier. He's being double teamed. And it's going to be blocked by Carr. So a great block by Carr. Collins down with the board. Washington back. And it's going to go over to Bernstein. Bernstein with a great pass. Over to Henderson. Henderson with the bucket. So Bernstein with his first assist. Great feed there. Celtics now with a 7-point lead. As we near the 3-minute mark of the second quarter. Gets over to Porter. And it's going to be a block by Henderson.
That Greek stuff in here.
So Collins will come down with the board. And he'll put it up.
If he goes straight to the glass.
And that'll be in and out. Looked like that was going to fall, but didn't. Corzone with the board. Pass it over to Hayes.
Line drive jumper.
His jumper will miss. Board goes to Bernstein. And Bullets get back before the Celtics can do the fast break, so they'll pull it back. Gets it over to Judkins. Judkins will shoot a 3. And that will miss. Judkins a 38% free throw shooter from beyond the arc. Misses that one. Board by Hayes. Celtics back. Gets it over to Ballard. Ballard will shoot a 2. And that will not go down. Bernstein pulls it down. And he'll shoot a 2.
Line drive jumper.
And that will not go. Hayes with the board. Over to Ballard. Ballard will shoot a 2. That will miss. As Carr comes down with the rebound. Passes it over to Henderson.
Here's a runner on the wing.
His runner will miss. Celtic Princeton down with the offensive board though. And he'll be fouled. And it's going to be a foul on Hayes. His third personal. So Princeton will go to the line and shoot 2. He's 64% shooter. First one will miss. And we'll make some substitutions and be right back for his second free throw. Alright, both teams make substitutions with 2 minutes left in the till halftime. Bernstein missed his first free throw. Goes for his second here. And that will be off the mark too, so he misses both of them. Celtics with a 7-point lead. And the rebound's going to go to point guard 7-2, so it's going to be on right though, over the back. So Princeton will go to the line and shoot 2, as Washington is now in the penalty. So Princeton 0 for 2 on his last 2 shots. Takes his first. This time he makes it. And missed this one way off the mark. Rebound though to Chaney. Celtics with the board. He'll put it back up. And that will miss. Ballard with the rebound for the Bullets. Gets it over to Unseld. Unseld will I can't get it to any of those guys, so Wright will be forced to shoot a shot here at the last second. Puts up a 2. And that is going to be no good. Celtics have momentum. So he shoots an air ball there, so it'll be jump ball though they call. So rebound. Jump ball will go to the Bullets. As we near the last minute of play in the second quarter. So finally Ballard becomes open. Puts it up, and it's good. So Ballard now with 3 points. Celtic ball. Up by 6. Get it over to Chaney. Chaney will shoot a 3. And that will not go. And it'll be out of bounds. Washington ball. Unseld with the ball now for the Bullets.
Nice pass inside.
And his shot will be nice pass over to Wright. And right now with 9 points. Unseld his third assist. Celtics by 4. Cowens, get it to Cowens. His jumper will miss. Fagley with the rebound. Pass it over to Wright. No, can't get it to Wright. Get it to Greavy. Greavy shoots it 2. And his shot will be good.
He buries that shot.
Assist goes to Unseld. So Celtics vying for the last shot here. Up by 2. Over to Cowens. Cowens will shoot a 2. And that's going to be a miss. Oh, actually, no, +2, so it's not a plus, only a +1. So that's a miss. As Ballard comes down with the board. On the fast break. Looking to tie here. Get the shot up. And that'll be a miss by Fagley. As Bird comes down with the board. But that'll be the end of the second quarter. As the Celtics take the lead and now lead it by 2 going into halftime. So we'll be right back. Actually, we'll do some second half statistics here. So at the half, Archibald leads the Celtics with 11 points. Bird with 6 boards. All defensive. For the Washington Bullets, Larry Wright leads, and Phil Chenier, both tied with 9. Hayes with 8 rebounds. So pretty even on the boards, 28 to 29 for the Celtics. And Celtics shooting 46% from the floor, so Celtics are doing better at keeping the Bullets from scoring. Only 36% from the floor. However, the Bullets have gone to the line 21 times for 14 out of 21. So if they were shooting better, they could definitely have the lead now. But Celtics gotta play a little more smartly. They are preventing them from scoring, but they're just fouling a little bit too much right now. That's all right. So those are your halftime statistics. The Celtics lead by 1. In the actual game, the Celtics they led 58 to 40, so they led by 18 points. So not quite the same thing here, but we got the lead, so that's the important thing. So we just have to keep it now. So we're right back with second half action. Alrighty, we're back with second half action here. Alright, and the Bullets will inbound it. Celtics up by 2. Alright, so Ballard with the ball.
Reverse layup.
And his reverse layup will be a miss.
Defense.
Great defense by Chris Ford. And Bird will come down with the ball. He'll pass it over to Cowens. Cowens' shot will be good. Celtics lead 4 now. So this actual game, the Celtics blew out the Bullets by a score of 130 to 93, scoring 43 points in the fourth quarter. So hopefully we can have a nice fourth quarter like that. That would be nice. I imagine there's probably a bunch of threes going on there. Probably Bird had a big quarter, I would imagine. So, all right, so let's see here. No assist on the play, so Washington inbounds it. Gets it over to Greavy.
The jumper on the baseline.
And another great defense by Ford. So Ford is making his presence known on the boards. On the defensive end. Gets it over to Maxwell with the board. Passes it over to Cowens. Cowens with the shot. And it'll be good. So Celtics now with a 6-point lead. Gets it over to Porter. Porter with the shot.
Pull up for the jump shot.
His jumper will be no good. As Maxwell comes down with the board. Lakers back. Bullets back. Gets it over to Ford. Ford will turn it over, though. The Celtic turnover on the travel by Ford. Washington inbounds it, and it's going to be a foul on Ford. So Ford now in foul trouble with 4. I'll be right back. So MLK will check in after Ford picks up his fourth personal foul. Inbounded by the Bullets. Over to Porter.
Line drive jumper.
His jumper will be off the mark. Collins with the rebound. Pass it over to Maxwell. Maxwell will shoot a 2. And, oh, great defense by Hayes, though.
What great defense.
And he'll come down with the board. Pass it over to Ballard. And they will turn it over. So Celtic ball up by 6. Looking to increase that lead. Over to Collins. And HRF is 3 or above. It is. So his shot is good. Assist to Archibald. Celtics now with an 8-point lead. Get it over to Unseld. Unseld will pass it over to Ballard. Ballard with the shot. His shot will not go down. But he'll come down with his own board. Pass it over to Porter with the shot. And yeah, his shot's going to be good.
Can you believe that?
Hayes with the assist. So Unseld with his first bucket of the day. I think it was Unseld that just got that one. Celtic lead now 6. Get it over to Collins.
He goes straight to the glass.
And great defense by Unseld. As Porter comes down with the board for the Bullets. Celtics back. Over to Unseld. And he'll give a great pass over to Greavy. Will nail it. So Unseld getting more active in the game. We'll be right back. Alright, so Roby and Chaney check in for the Celtics. Chenier, I think, right. And possibly Fagley. I think check in for the, I think it's just Chenier and Wright. Check in for the Bullets. Could be wrong on that one. Alright, so Celtics with the ball. Over to Chaney. Fresh in the game. And his jumper is going to be off the mark. Maxwell with the offensive board, though. He'll put it back up. And his shot is good. So Celtics lead back up to 6. That's going to get it over to Wright. And his jumper will be off. Archibald with the board. Oh, and a possible injury. Oh, no. Possible injury on Bird. Well, thankfully, he's a 0, though. However, he is going to be out for the game. So, could have been worse. Could have been out for the game plus 9. But so, Bird, big blow for the Celtics there, as Bird is going to be out for the rest of the game. Oof. So, that is not good. So, Bird will leave the game. We'll check out his stats in a second, but big blow for the Celtics there. As he probably had a big fourth quarter. So he's going to be out for the rest of the game. No. But kind of blessings there, as he's only going to be out for the rest of the game. He won't miss any games. So who's going to have to fill his shoes? That'll be tough. I think we'll put ML Carr in. So he may have to play more minutes. So we'll put Carr in. I think Carr is up to the challenge there. So Carr and Judkins will have to fill the gap there. Alright. Ouch. So big blow for the Celtics there. As Bird goes down. And let's check out his stats for the... So Bird leaves the game. He had just 2 points on the game. So a tough, rough game. So that'll hurt his average. Just 1 for 6 from the floor. So it was big on the boards, though. Had 7 boards, so they'll miss that presence. So offensively, he hasn't really done much. So, but still, he could at any time. 3 assists. So, all right. So big blow for the Celtics offense and especially their defense in this game. As Bird goes down, looks like a hamstring injury or something. So hopefully he'll be back for the next. He'll be back for the next game. Ouch. Alrighty, so Celtics inbound the ball, up by 6, but down 1 big player in Larry Bird. So they get it over to Maxwell. No, they can't get it to Maxwell. Maxwell's not in the house. No, Maxwell house. Alright, let's see here. Looks like they get it over to, but Maxwell does get open now. And he's going to be fouled. And it's going to be a foul on Chenier. His first personal, so Maxwell's in the act of shooting, so he'll go to the line. He's 1 for 2 so far. First one's good. And second one, though, off the mark. Chenier, though, with the board. So he makes 1 out of 2. Celtics with a 7-point lead now. So that's going to... Trying to inbound it here. And it's going to be stolen by Archibald. So he'll pass it over to... Oh, now it's going to be restolen by Fagley. So the Bullets steal it right back. Celtics get back. Unseld with the shot. And that's going to be off the mark. Can't get it to fall. And it's going to be a loose ball foul on ML Carr. His second personal. Non-shooting foul. That's going to get over to Wright. So Wright will shoot a 2. And that will not go down. Maxwell with the board. Celtics on the fast break. Archibald puts it up. And that's going to be good.
Got it!
It's a 9-point lead for the Celtics, their biggest lead of the day. They definitely need to score as many as they can here to try to get as big a lead with Bird out. Because while he only got 2 points on the day, they do rely on him heavily, especially in the second half. So Carr will get the assist there. Alright, so Fagley on the get the pass. And he'll shoot a 2. And he'll miss that one. Unseld with the offensive board though. And he's going to be fouled. And it's going to be a foul on Roby, his 4th personal. So Unseld will go to the line and shoot 2. His first 2 free throws of the day. First one will miss. And make some substitutions. He'll be right back. Alright, so Cowan's back in the game after Roby picks up his 4th personal. So second free throw attempt by Unseld. Missed his first. And this one will be good. So he makes 1 out of 2. So an 8-point Celtics lead as they inbound it. Get it over to Maxwell. Maxwell will shoot a 2. And that will be good. So Celtics lead double digit now. Their first double digit lead of the game. Up to 10 now. So the Bullets inbound it. And they get it over to Fagley. He's going to be fouled on the play though. There's going to be a foul on Cheney, his first personal. Non-shooting foul. So from now on, the Celtics will be in the penalty for the rest of the third quarter. Gets it over to Chenier.
Driving in.
His shot will not go. Maxwell with the board. Pass it over to Cowens. And he gives a great feed over to Cheney. Cheney's shot is good. It's just to Cowens. I think we're good here. Don't need to make any substitutions. So the inbound it to Chenier. And Cheney's going to be called for his second personal. So this will be a shooting foul. The Celtics are in the penalty. So Chenier 1 for 3 from the free throw line so far today. First one's good. And he makes both of them. So Celtics lead down to 10. He'll inbound it up by 10. Gets it over to Carr. Carr will shoot a 3. Oh, in and out. Almost thought that. Couldn't quite get that one to go. But Archibald will come down with the offensive board, and he'll put it back up. And his shot will be good. So Celtics lead back up to 12. And momentum now, so Washington will call a timeout. 2-2-2-2-2. Let's see here. I think we're going to try have them play in the press for a little bit. So pass gets over to Wright.
Pull up for the jump shot.
And his jumper will come down. So Carr with the ball. Celtics on the fast break. He'll shoot a 3. And that'll be a miss. Carr, though, with the board. Gets his own rebound. And he'll turn it over, though.
A turnover.
Celtic lead by 12. Washington ball. Gets it over to Wright. Wright with a great pass over to Fagley. Fagley's shot is good. His first points of the game. As Wright gets his second assist. 10-point Celtic lead. So they're going to play in the press for now. See how that goes. Trying to close the gap here a little bit. So Maxwell will shoot a 2. And his jumper won't go. And it'll be out of bounds. So jump ball goes to the Celtics. And that's going to be a foul on Fagley. Just a second team foul. First personal on Fagley. Celtics inbound it. Alright, so let's see here. Assistant center. So that's going to be nope. That has no effect. So the pass is going to be over to Cowens. He'll shoot a 2. And his spin move will be good. So Cowens now with 14 points. Taking up some of the gap left by Bird. Cowens and Maxwell both. And Archibald 15 points too. So Bird's absence is being felt, but it's being made up for. Actually, not really being felt that much as they're up by 12 now. They've actually increased their lead since Bird went out. Bird just was having an off game, which happens. So Washington inbounds it. Gets it over to Unseld. He'll give a great pass over to Hayes. Hayes with the bucket. Hayes with 9 points. Unseld with 6. 6 assists now. 4 minutes to go in the third quarter. Celtics up by 10. Bullets playing in the press. Playing the press. Using the press. However you say it. Not too sure of my basketball terms there. Gotta start watching more I've been watching a little bit more Celtics basketball. They're having a great season, so trying to watch a little bit and pick up some terms here I can use in my replays here. So shot will be off the mark by Cheney. And go out of bounds. So jump ball will go to the Celtics. Cheney with the ball. Shoots a 2. And his jumper will be off. That's going to be blocked, though, by Hayes. So Hayes got a piece of it. And he'll come down with the board. Pass it over to Chenier. And his jumper will be off the mark. Can't get it to go. Cheney with the board. Let's get back. Over to Cowens. Cowens with the shot. And that will not fall. Carr, though, with the offensive board. Puts it back up. And that will hit the iron. And board goes to Hayes. Pushes it up. And Chenier will turn it over. And we'll be right back with some substitutions. Alright, substitutions by both teams. And it's one thing I do like about the playing the basketball game, especially the inside the paint basketball, is there is a lot of strategy with who you're going to bring in and who's going to be in foul trouble and all that stuff. So a little bit more strategy than in hockey, although I do enjoy the hockey. I feel like I'm having more effect in the basketball game as more strategy, although I am playing around with going aggressive or physical and more forechecking, less forechecking, that kind of stuff with the hockey. So I'm starting to get a little more involved in that. Just feel a little bit more part of the management part of the game. So, all right. So Roby's going to have to, and Ford are both going to have to play with 4 personal fouls. Going to have, since I do have some other options at center, I'm going to have Ford play safe. Because Ford will play safe. All right. So both teams are resting a lot of their starters. Except for, 3 of the 5 starters, I think, for the Bullets, and Celtics resting 3 of the 5 too also. So, all right, so as we near the 3 minutes left in the third quarter, Celtics up by 10. The Bullets will still play in the press. Celtics inbound it. It's going to be over to Ford. Ford will shoot a 2, and that will be good.
He'll stick it.
And rebound's going to come down to, let's see here. The assist will go to Maxwell. So we get his first assist of the game. Celtics lead now 12. Washington pushes up the ball. And Hayes with a great pass to Corzine. So that'll be good. Corzine now with 5 points. Hayes with his 4th assist. And here's one of the things about playing in the press, as they're more susceptible to the pass here. And it's going to be a great pass by Henderson.
Pretty feed.
So great feed over to Ford. Ford will get double-digit points now with 10. So Celtics making up for not having Bird on the floor. And lead up to 12. Get it into Corzine. Corzine will turn it over. So Celtics ball. Chance to go up by 14 or more, or possible 15 on a 3-pointer. So Roby not open. Let's see here. Nope, nobody open yet. Finally, they get it to Maxwell. And Maxwell will shoot a desperation 2, and that'll be off the mark. As great defense by Porter.
What a defensive play!
Porter will come down with the board. He'll get it over to Hayes. Hayes will shoot a 2.
Jumper.
And that will be Maxwell will cause a miss on that one. But Greavy will come down with the offensive board. He'll put it back up. And his shot will be good. So Celtics will call a timeout. Kill some of that momentum. So Celtics with a 10-point lead. 1 minute and 36 seconds left in the third quarter. As they inbound it. And nope, no press doesn't cause anything there. So they get it to Judkins. Judkins will shoot a 2. And can't get that one to go. Hayes with the rebound. He'll shoot a 2.
The jumper on the baseline.
And Judkins will force the miss. It's a great defense by Judkins. As Roby comes down with the board. Oh, Elvin Hayes is going to be out for the game. So Bullets have an injury of their own as Hayes is going to be out the rest of the game with an injury. So big blow for the Bullets. So I'll check out Hayes' stats after this. So he'll be out the rest of the game. So let's check out his stats and make a substitution. So Hayes will lead the game with 9 points. Ooh, they'll miss his presence though on the boards. He had 12 rebounds, 2 offensive rebounds, 10 defensive. 3 for 4 from the free throw line. 3 for 6 from the floor. So alright, so we're going to have to bring... I guess we'll put Ballard in there. Power forward. Okay. Alright, so both teams with significant injuries. Celtics inbound it now, up by 10. Bullets continue to play in the press. And they get it over to Henderson. Henderson with a great pass. Some feed to Maxwell. And Maxwell's basket is good, so Maxwell with 14 points. Henderson now with his second assist. As we near the 1 minute mark of the third quarter. Over to Fagley. Fagley shoots a 2. And that'll be good.
Ah, dandy.
Assist goes to Porter, so Fagley with 4 points now. Celtic ball. Over to Roby. Roby will shoot a 2. And his shot will be good. So Roby with his first basket of the game. Judkins with the assist. And Bullets having trouble getting it in. Finally get it to Corzine. And Lean Cuisine here. Puts up a 2. Forced 2. And that'll be forced off the mark by Roby. Greavy though with the offensive board. And he's going to be fouled. And it's going to be a foul on Maxwell, his second personal. So Greavy will go to the line and shoot 2. 2 for 2 so far. First one's good. And second one way off the mark there. But Ballard will come out with the Defensive board there. And he'll put up a 2. And that will be in and out. Roby with the board. Celtics slow it down. And that'll be the end of the third quarter, with the Celtics with a 9-point lead. And we'll be right back after the start of the fourth quarter. Alright, we're back for the start of the fourth quarter. The Celtics up by 9 and the ball. Celtics inbound it. And we have Cowens at center, Roby at power forward. Chris Ford over to small forward, a little out of position there. Gerald Henderson at shooting guard, a little out of position there. And Archibald there. So Celtics with size and shooting ability on the floor right now. As they have most of their starters in, except for, well, 3 of the 5. Chenier is at point guard now, and Bailey over at power forward. So it's going to go over to Ford. No, actually they can't get it over to him. And Ford's still not be able to get open. But they do get it to Archibald. So Archibald will, with a great pass, over to Roby. And Roby's shot will be good. So Roby now with 4 points, 6 assists for Archibald. Celtics lead now 13. And it's going to be a steal by the Celtics. Steal by Henderson. And they'll slow it down. Set up. Celtics are in no rush. Especially with the lead. Big lead. Roby shoots a 2. And that's going to be off the mark by Bailey. Unseld with the rebound. Gets over to Chenier on the fast break. He'll shoot a 2. And his shot will be good. Chenier now with 13 points. Ballard with the assist. Celtic lead now 11. And they're going to go back to the press. So Celtics inbound it. Get it over to Henderson. Henderson with the shot. His shot is in and out. Rebound by Bailey. Celtics get back. It's going to be a foul though on Archibald. His second personal. Washington inbounds it. Over to Chenier. Chenier shoots a 2. His shot will be off the mark. Roby with the board. Celtics on the fast break here though. And Archibald will turn it over. As he tried to pass it and his pass went errant. Bullet ball. Celtics over to Greavy. Greavy with the shot. And his shot misses. But he'll come back down with his own board. And he'll pass it. Ooh, it's going to be a steal by Cowens. Slow it down. Set up. Cowens takes the shot. And that's going to be off the mark by Unseld. Unseld with great defense there. Ballard with the rebound. Pass it over to Bailey. Bailey will shoot a 2. And his shot will be good. It's a 9-point Celtic lead now. 9 minutes, 36 seconds left in the game. Celtics inbound it to Ford. Ford will shoot a 2. And his shot will be good. So Ford now with 12 points. Over to Bailey. Bailey with the shot. And his shot will be good. So Bailey with 2 quick buckets to cut the Celtic lead to 9. As they inbound it. And it's going to be stolen by Ballard. So on the fast break, Chenier puts up a shot. And it's going to be good. So Celtics are going to take a timeout here after see the lead cut to 7. All right. Try to regroup there. 9 minutes left in the game. Still plenty of time. So it's going to go over to Roby. Roby shoots a 2. And it's going to be blocked by Bailey. So Ballard with the rebound. And he'll put it up. And his shot will not be on the mark. Let's see, rebound by Henderson. Let's see here. Nope. So forced shot by. It's like Ford's not going to be able to get to it, but they do get it to Archibald, but he's going to have to force one up here.
Pull up for the jump shot.
And that will be off the mark. But it'll come down with his own board. And it's going to be a steal, though, by Bailey. So the press works there. Celtics back. Over to Greavy. Greavy will shoot a 2.
Here's a runner on the wing.
Runner won't go. Roby with the board. Pass it over to Henderson. And he'll turn it over. So Washington ball down by 7. Gets it over to Greavy. And he'll turn it over. So Celtic ball. And it's going to be a quick foul on Ballard. So first team foul. Second personal for Ballard. Celtics inbound it. And it's going to be another quick foul on Unseld, his third. Unseld. So Celtics inbound it. And they get it into Archibald. Archibald with a great pass. Over to Cowens. Cowens gets it to go. 16 points now for Cowens. 7 assists for Archibald. So Archibald getting close to a double-double. And a Celtics 9-point lead. And it's going to be a forced shot by Greavy. Greavy puts up a 2. And his shot will be good. Gets it to go.
Can you believe that?
And we'll be right back after some substitutions. At the halfway mark of the fourth quarter, Celtics lead is now 7. All right, Celtics up by 7 in the ball with 6 minutes left in the game. Washington in the press. Gets it to Cowens. Cowens will shoot a 2. That won't go. It's going to be offensive board, though, by Ford. Gets it. Pass it back to Cowens. No, can't get it to Cowens. Can't get it to anybody. Finally, Cowens gets open. No, can't get it to Cowens still. And can't get it to Maxwell, as they're both covered well. Finally, they get it to Maxwell, and he'll have to shoot a desperation 2. And that won't go. And it's going to be a foul on Fagley. His second personal. Celtics inbound it. Third team foul for Washington. Gets it over to Maxwell. Maxwell's going to be fouled, though. And it's going to be a foul on Corzine. His first. And Maxwell's in the act of shooting, so he'll go to the line and shoot 2. 2 for 4 from the line so far. First one's good. And second one, though, can't get the foul. Unseld with the board, so he's 1 of 2 from the line is Maxwell. Celtics with 8-point lead. Pass it over to Porter. Porter will shoot a 2. And he's going to be fouled. So let's see, actually he won't get to shoot the 2. He'll be fouled. So it's going to be a foul on Carr, his third. Yeah, and he will shoot 2 actually. Porter 3 for 4 from the line. First one's good. And second one's also good, so he nails both of them. Celtics lead down to 6 now. Gets it over to Ford. Ford will shoot a 2. And his shot will be blocked by Corzine. That looked like it was going to go. And Unseld with the rebound. Chance to cut the lead to 4 or less. Or chance to make it a 1-possession game, possibly with a 3. And Ballard will take the shot. And great defense, though, by Carr. Prevents that shot from going down. Maxwell with the board. Maxwell's been big on the boards for the Celtics in the absence of Bird. And let's see here for that will be no, that does not take effect. The press does not have any effect there. So it's going to go to. It's going to go over to Cowens. Cowens will turn it over though. So big turnover by Cowens. Gets it over to Ballard. Ballard will shoot a 2. And, ooh, the HRF saves the Celtics there, as that's going to be no good. Board by Carr. Let's see here. No, I don't think that's going to take any effect. Nope. So they get it over to... No, can't get anybody open. Celtics in no hurry. Get it over to Cowens. Cowens will shoot a 2.
Spin move in the lane.
And that'll be good. So that one bounces around but falls. So Celtics lead back up to 8. Bullets inbound it. Over to Unseld. He'll shoot a 2.
Straight to the glass.
And that will be good, and he'll draw the foul. So a chance of a 3-point play. And the foul is going to go on Emil Carr, his 4th. Assist goes to Porter. So he'll go to the line and shoot 2. Shoot 1, trying to make the 3-point play. He's 1 for 2 from the free throw line so far. And, ooh, that one didn't look like it was going to fall, but it does. So a big free throw. Pulls the Bullets to within 5. Celtics inbound it. Over to Archibald. And his shot will be good, and he's going to get a chance as he draws the foul for a 3-point play. So let's see here. The foul is going to be on Porter, his 2nd. And he'll have 2 to make 1 with the rules back in this time period, from the early 70s to the early 80s. Early 60s. Early 70s to the early 80s was 2 to make 1. Let's see here. I think was that an assist? I can't remember. I wish they'd keep that assist thing up here. Hold on. All right, yeah, and that is an assist on Maxwell. We checked. All right, so the free throw by Archibald, trying to make the 3-point play and give the Celtics a 8-point lead. His first free throw of the day, and that's going to be miss. Ugh. So the rebound's going to go to Corzine as he rips it out of there. He'll pass it over to Fagley. Fagley with the shot. And that is going to be no good, but he will draw the foul. And it'll be a foul on Ford. His fifth. Ford in danger of fouling out of the game. Only 3 minutes left, though, so we're going to let him play through it, as we need him in there. So Fagley going to line to shoot to 87% free throw shooter. Make the first one. And he makes both of them. So Celtics lead now down to 5. It's going to be over to Ford. Ford will shoot a 2. And his shot will be off the mark. And we'll be right back to substitutions. Alrighty, we're back. 3 minutes left to go in the game. And the Bullets are definitely missing Elvin Hayes' presence, as he seems to be the bigger blow between him and Bird being out. Although Celtics could be up by more with Bird in there. Celtics having to scramble a little bit on their line up there, as a lot of the guys are reaching their maximum minutes or close to it. Alright, so Celtics ball. Bullets still playing in the press. Gets it over to Carr. Carr with the shot. And that's going to be good. So Celtics lead back up to 7. And it's going to be a steal, though, by Carr. So Carr, after the basket, makes a great steal here, and Celtics will slow it down. And, it's going to be a foul as they're playing in the press. So it's going to be a foul on the guy that's most likely to commit the foul. And Maxwell will go to line and shoot, too. We'll take off the press now after this, probably. First free throw is a miss, though. Now 3 for 7 is Maxwell. He's had a rough day from the candy stripe. And makes a second one, though. So the Bullets inbound it, down by 8. And they'll get it over to Unseld. He'll turn it over, though.
Threw it away.
Let's see. Who are they going to try to double somebody? Oh, boy. Decision says Archibald or Cowens. I think they go to Cowens a lot, so I think we're going to go with the double team on Cowens. Alright, that cuts him down a bit. Increases the other guys, but cuts him down a bit. So Ford is, he's not going to play safe. He's going to go all out. Alright, so Celtics with the ball, up by 8. 2 minutes and 12 seconds left in the game. And they still get it over to Cowens, even though he's being double teamed.
Reverse layup.
And he's going to miss it because his shoot is doubled, so that is effective. Oh, he was doubled. Yeah, he is doubled. So he'll miss. Yeah. And out of bounds. And the jump ball now goes to the Celtics. Celtics retain possession. Or get possession after the jump ball. So every possession is big now. Over to Archibald. And he'll shoot a 2. And that won't fall. However, the Maxwell comes down with the board. Maxwell's been big on the boards all day for the Celtics, especially when Bird went down. Filling the gap there. And Maxwell will pass it over, trying to kill some time. Passes it over to Cowens. Even though, he's going to still get it, though, even though he's being doubled. So Cowens is a beast there. And he'll shoot a 2. And safe and doubling. So no miss. If the defender is safe for doubling, no, he's not getting doubled. So that will be a Yeah. He would have missed the shot anyway. So the rebound's going to go to Corzine. So on the fast break, they have numbers. And Wright's going to put up a 2. And that jumper will be good. 6-point Celtics to lead. As Greavy will get the assist. Celtics will take a timeout. Yeah, why not? We'll go with that. So Celtics take a timeout. Up by 6 with 1 minute and 36 seconds left in the ball. So Celtics inbound it. Get it over to Carr. Carr with the shot. Oh. Almost a foul on Bell, but not quite.
Jumper.
And oh, I see what this is. I think I should have had that because of the doubling here. They're doubling Cowan, so that's gonna leave him open. So I should have actually made it a good shot. So no miss. So missed. So it's a little bit confusing here. So the shot is no good, but this would have been forced to miss. So I think if the shot would have been good and then this forced a miss, then that would have had an effect. But his shot is going to be off the mark, so that will be a miss. And it'll be out of bounds. And bullet ball. Celtics up by 6. 1 minute 24 seconds left. So they have trouble getting it in. Finally, Greavy gets open. And Ford is going to be called for the foul, though. Chris Ford is done. Oh, no little song played there. But Chris Ford is now out of the game. He fouls out. So, let's see here. We have to bring in Judkins. Could bring in Chaney, too. Chaney's a possibility. Judkins is under his minute, so we'll bring him in. All right. Celtics down 2 players now. And Ballard will go to the line and shoot 2. Chance to make it a 4-point game with both shots here. 87%. 3 for 4 for the day. First one's good. Second one also good. So now it's 4.2 possession game for the Celtics and the ball. Minute 12 left. It's going to be over to Judkins. Judkins will shoot a 2. And that's going to be defended well by Greavy. And it's going to be Corzine with the rebound. Going to go over to... Oh, the numbers here are not good for them as they're going to have to pass it again and waste more time. Finally get it over to Wright. Wright's going to shoot a 2. Oh, can't get the jumper to go. And it's going to be Judkins with the rebound, and they're going to intentionally foul him. His time is running down. 36 seconds left. So Celtics will inbound it. Celtics Washington not in the penalty yet. Actually, they are in the penalty. Wonder why that didn't cause a shot there. Free throws. Anyway. Oh yeah, we haven't done this yet. So it probably will after this. So it's going to be a foul on Unseld. Yep. Okay, there you go. So Archibald goes to the line to shoot 2. Good. He's at 83%. 0 for 1 on the day. Chance for the Celtics. Oh, he misses the first one, though. Ouch. And he'll miss both. Oh, so he misses 2 big free throws here. So the Bullet's still in the game here. Battle on the boards between Cowens and Corzine. Corzine comes down with it. He's going to pass it. Oh, and it's going to be stolen by Judkins. A big steal by Judkins. And Archibald on the fast break. And they're going to intentionally... Oh, they can't intentionally foul him, as it's a fast break. So he's going to give a great pass. Great feed over to Maxwell gets a big shot there. Oh, that's a dagger right there. A 6-point game now. And they're going to have to go with a forced 3-pointer here. Yep, with 24 seconds left. And they need 2 3-pointers. They're down by 6 now, so he's going to go with a forced 3-pointer. Inbound it. Yeah, they're going to go for the 3-pointer here, so I'm just going to go with this as they're going for the 3-pointer. Is that going to be a turnover, though? Opposing team, yeah, it is going to be a turnover. The turnover is a 5, so it turns it over when they try to go for the 3. So that should be it. They throw it away. So that should seal the deal here. So Celtics will inbound it. It's going to be over to Maxwell. And assist pass, this should do it. And they're going to try to foul. That's too late here. And that shot will be good. So that's the dagger right there as they inbound it. And that's the end of the game. So the Celtics survive, and they win it by a score of 93-85. Despite not having Larry Bird, but... Oops. Save the stats here. Alright, so hold on, we'll be right back. Alright, I'm going to have to put up a backdrop there so you don't have to keep seeing my desktop when it closes. But we're learning, we're getting better. So, let's see here. So Celtics win by 8, go improve to 2-2 now. So the leaders for the Celtics, 2 guys had 18 points. We'll find out who those are in a second. Cedric Maxwell with 12 boards to lead the Celtics, taking over for Larry Bird, who would have probably ended up leading. I think he had 9 boards when he got injured. So Tiny Archibald with 8 assists. So for the Washington Bullets, Greavy led them with 17 points. Elvin Hayes, who fouled out of the game. I mean, not fouled, but left the game with an injury. Still led them with 12 boards, so he was a big blow, especially down the line. They could have used his defense there. 7 assists by the center, Unseld, led to lead them. And right back, and we'll show you the final box score. All right, check the final stats here. So Maxwell and Cowens both had 18 points. Archibald with 17. So the starters definitely performed today, especially in the absence of Bird. Bird only 2 points on the day before he left with an injury early in the third quarter. Still ended up with 7 rebounds. Actually, not 9 rebounds. He ended up with 7 rebounds. Maxwell was a beast on the rebounds with 12. Lead Celtics with 12. Celtics shot 45% from the floor. 2 for 6 from 3-point land. Oh, only 7 for 19 from the line though. I mean from the free throw line. Wow, they were horrible from the free throw line. Rebounds about even for both teams, 53-51 for the Celtics. Let's check for the Bullets. Greavy, like I said, led with 17 points. Chenier was great off the bench with 15, or Chenier. Larry Wright with 11 points. So a lot of bench points for the Bullets. Hayes led with 12 rebounds, even though he played only 28 minutes. Left the game with an injury, but he'll be back in the next game. Unseld with 11 rebounds. They were much better from the free throw line, 25 for 34, 74%. 0 for 1 from beyond the arc. Only 37% though from the field, so the Celtics are much better at holding the opponent to, as this was mostly a defensive struggle here for the most part, as both teams under 100 points. Both teams averaged over 100 points, I think. Well, I don't know. Bullets there. This is the first game we played of them, so we don't know how many points they average, but Celtics definitely shot below their average of 114-point average, I think, for the season so far. But more importantly, they come away with the victory and improved to 2-2 now. So, luckily Larry Bird is not out. He'll be back in the next game, ready to go, ready to rebound from this game. So thank you for joining me. It's been Eric from Higher Ground Gaming, and we will see you in the next Celtics Larry Bird Legend replay, game number 5. So take care and God bless. Bye-bye.